Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mac.
And I'm Coak, and welcome to this episode of the Coakley Kitchen with Mac and Coak. And today we are in the literal Coakley kitchen, my parents' kitchen. Yeah, and today we will be doing a cauliflower barbecue chicken pizza.
Yeah. And just to clarify, it's cauliflower crust.
Yes.
With the barbecue chicken and stuff on top.
Yes.
So,
I wasn't clear about that.
No, it's okay. No, it's totally okay. So we have been doing this recipe for
2 years.
Probably 2-ish years, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
And the cauliflower pizza crust is from Tasty. There are 2 of them on Tasty's website, so I will put a link to the one that we actually use. I don't really think there's much of a difference except for the temperature setting for the oven. One of them is 500 degrees. We do the one that's 450. Don't really know why there's 2 of them, but there are.
Why not?
Because they just like to be confusing, I guess. So yeah,
offer a little variety, you know?
Yeah, 50 degrees of variety. Yeah, guess so. All right, should we get started?
We should get started. Step 1, we will preheat the oven to 450 degrees, and I will do that right now.
Yes.
Now step 2, you're supposed to throw your cauliflower into a food processor and really ground it up. But we're totally legally skipping a step here, and we have invested in frozen
bagged cauliflower.
Yes.
Yes.
Just as good as the real thing, just bagged and frozen.
Yeah, it's literally just cauliflower. We get this at BJ's. It's, what is it, Wellesley Farms, I think?
Wellesley Farms. Good stuff.
But like, it comes in this huge bag, and there's like 6 packets of it or something like that in the bag. It's all the time. It's super easy to use for rice, like as a substitute for rice. I haven't tried this yet, but I heard from somebody else that they use it in their smoothies. They put like a little bit of cauliflower rice in their smoothies, and it like adds like a little bit of texture or the consistency, so it's like a little bit thicker, so it's more of a smoothie bowl. So I really want to try that. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, so we like to use this for a lot of different things, and we're going to be using it for our cauliflower pizza crust, and it just kind of helps save a step for that.
Indeed.
So
now there's 2 ways to do this. You can either put it in a saucepan with, in this case, a cup of water, and kind of let it heat up for about 10 minutes. But the thing about cauliflower pizza is one of the first steps is you gotta get all the moisture out of the cauliflower. So adding water to the cauliflower just seems like it would make our jobs a little tougher. So we're gonna go with the microwave method.
Yeah, so what it says is to place the frozen unopened bag in the microwave. You're not supposed to pierce it, open it, or thaw it. It is a little bit thawed because it's been sitting out for a little bit, but
it's all right,
that's okay.
It'll draw more of the moisture out.
Yeah. And then you microwave it on high for 45 minutes, and then leave it in the microwave for a minute, and then remove it. So I will do that since Christopher preheated the oven. Okay.
So while the cauliflower rice is cooking, we're gonna get our spices ready. This recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes.
We have crushed red pepper, which is the same thing.
It is.
Yeah.
And then half a teaspoon of sea salt.
Ooh, and we have your mom's fancy Celtic sea salt. Oh.
Extra touch.
Perks of cooking in the actual Coakley kitchen.
Yes.
We got all of your mom's fancy stuff.
So we are going to...
For the record, Karen, in case you're watching this, we did buy all of our own ingredients, so we're not mooching off of all your ingredients.
Yes. So let's put these all together, because they do have to go together in a large bowl once the cauliflower is all done.
Yeah, so we're gonna double it because we're doing 2 bags of the cauliflower rice. The recipe is just for like 1 head of cauliflower, and we're kind of just assuming that 1 bag equals 1 head. So
yeah, good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
It's ground oregano, but
That's fine.
So.
No. Are we doubling it? 1 teaspoon. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna put it right in there. Mix it all together.
2 generous teaspoons of oregano and it says half a teaspoon of garlic powder. So
1.
we're doing 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oh, it's okay, that evens out.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of red pepper flakes.
It says 1/4 teaspoon, but
I mean half a teaspoon. Yeah, I'm just gonna
but
sprinkle
let's
a little
just
bit.
we'll sprinkle a little bit in there. That's fine. And then I will do a full teaspoon of Celtic sea salt. Sports fan of me wants to call it Celtic, but
I know.
my ancestors were killed.
Why do you think the Celtics are called the Celtics and not the Celtics? We'll answer that question in our podcast. Just kidding.
Will we?
But yeah, probably not.
I don't even
Because I
know
don't
that.
really know. Oh, that's 1 bag.
And we're also going to need 1 large egg.
And Parmesan cheese.
And Parmesan cheese. So, how much Parmesan? We need a 1/4 cup. So that means a half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. So.
Oh.
So I'm going to grade what I think is a half a cup, using some fresh Parmesan
Cheese.
Parmesan Reggiano. I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yes.
Wait, why are you not doing it? Whoa, is that one of those cool graters that has like
The plate.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so this is definitely more.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually,
Well, if you pack it.
if you pack it, you know what though? Let's give it a little Parmesan Reggiano. Still saying that wrong, probably.
What does it look like? Reggiano. That's what you're supposed to say it.
Hey, wait.
What? You're supposed to do it all.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
Wow.
I think egg will throw it later.
Yeah. So there's still a bag in there. There's like a minute left, but
Alright.
while we're waiting for that, why don't we?
This is the This is the worst part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
You have to squeeze all of the liquid out using a linen cloth.
Yeah. So I guess for this step you could use cheesecloth, but we don't have cheesecloth, so we have just always used like a clean dish towel, or I guess in this case like we're using a clean napkin because it's pretty much the same consistency.
Yeah.
But this part is super annoying. You have to be really careful that you're not going to burn yourself because this is like hot cooked cauliflower. But the point is to get as much of the liquid out as possible. And I still remember the first time that we made this, we got like, I don't know, maybe half the liquid out, and like the crust was super soggy.
Yep. It makes a
it's
difference.
Perfect. It really does.
It's hard to do, but the more you just stick with it and get as much moisture out as possible,
Yeah.
the better off you'll be.
Yeah. That's really hot. Why don't we let this one sit for a sec? 'Cause that is fresh out of the microwave. Okay. I promise that these are clean. So
So we're gonna get a pair of scissors
You're so
here.
smart. Okay. So I'm gonna scooch over here.
This might actually be better because usually we put 2 bags of cauliflower into one. So
Yeah.
maybe doing them separately will be easier.
Yeah. All right. So then, ooh, this is hot. It's not like yours is like literally, wow, can you see that? That's like literally steaming. Mine has been sitting for 5 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
So, but it's still pretty warm. So Chris is gonna wait on that.
There's probably an easier way to do this.
There really isn't though. Like we've tried so many different things and there really isn't like a good way to do this without inevitably burning yourself. I'm actually gonna use
Just pass it.
another towel to protect my head. Chris! Oh my god. Guys, this is revolutionary.
It's really not. I feel like we just don't know the way to do this.
I've never thought about it before. But wait, will this like... Okay.
You'll have to.
So this is a potato masher, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe let's try to cram it in there as best you can. We're figuring this out in real time,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Well, it'll kind of work. So pretty much you just want to get all the water. Yeah. That's like
There.
kind of working. Can you hold that? Oh, okay.
Many hands make light work.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There we go. I don't know how well you can see this in the camera, but a lot of water is already dripping out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Chris, this was such a good idea.
I know, we should just get one of these.
Yeah.
We're still expanding our kitchen inventory at home.
Part of the reason why we're filming it in this kitchen.
But my mother is obviously well equipped and has been for years.
Yeah. Very doughy now. All right, we're almost there. Almost there.
So we have transferred the cauliflower dough into the bowl. We will add our ingredients: the oregano, garlic powder, red pepper, salt, parmesan, and the egg.
Yeah. Oh wait, you learned the fancy way.
Oh yeah.
His
So
brother-in-law.
shout out to my brother-in-law Brian for teaching me how to crack an egg without getting shell in the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how effective this is, but the last 14 times I did it, it really made a difference. So I'm gonna go in real time here.
Very nice. That was such a clean. Look at you.
Yeah. So we will now stir to combine. So we will now transfer the mixture to the baking sheet and use our hands to form it into a round disc, 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick and 10 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
Bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until the crust begins to brown. So we are going to be cooking the crust first and then put the toppings on, which today will be, as we said in the beginning, barbecue chicken.
Look at that.
That's what we're working with now?
So I'm gonna pop this in for 25 minutes.
Yes. In the meantime, we are going to rip up some baked chicken. For our barbecue sauce, we will be using New York's own Dinosaur Barbecue, a Wango Tango habanero hot barbecue sauce. Now I believe, yes.
So this is our barbecue chicken. Looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good. It's a little, it might be a tiny bit light on the barbecue sauce. That's only because we'll also be using a thin layer of the barbecue sauce in place of what would be tomato sauce.
Yeah.
On a pizza.
Yeah.
So in addition to the barbecue sauce and the chicken, we will be going with just some Kraft shredded cheese. So we're just gonna do a 50-50 blend of baby spinach and a spring mix with cherry tomatoes and shredded carrots with a Dijon mustard vinaigrette. So Maria will get the salad together and I will start on the vinaigrette. So I'm doing a Dijon mustard vinaigrette. So I'm using Grey Poupon's Country Dijon mustard, some salt, pepper, some Heinz distilled white vinegar, and I'm slowly implementing some Trader Joe's premium extra virgin olive oil. That's it. All there is to it. Now it's only been about 17 or 18 minutes.
Yeah. We did make it a little bit thin.
But it was a little thin.
Ooh, look at it.
Nice.
Very nice.
The crispy edges. And to keep in mind, it's gonna go right back in. So, this is the crust that we're working with right now.
First, I just want to say, I really appreciate this. I love puns. So this caps, you like peel it back to get the tomatoes out. And it says right there, peel here to lettuce out. Like lettuce, but lettuce. Like lettuce. Chris hates me because he hates whenever I get so punny. Even though has dad jokes, but.
I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Look at that pizza crust. Wow, that looks really good.
This is probably the best crust we've
Ooh.
ever made, aesthetic-wise.
Yeah.
So
it's like a little bit.
a little soft in the middle, but keep in mind it's still
Yeah.
it's gonna go right back in the oven.
Yeah, but like the edges are nice and crispy.
Like we said, we're gonna put a little bit of the barbecue sauce on there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pop this back in the oven for 10 more minutes. That should make the crust a little more firm. And we'll be ready to chow down.
Guys, the pizza is done. I think I should just narrate this entire vlog podcast with my sing-songy voice. Hey, look, you can see me. Look at her. Ooh,
Yeah.
that is some good stuff right there.
Nice, like
Yum.
slightly burnt top. That's what you want. This is what we're working with here.
Mm-hmm.
Good amount of crust space.
Yum, yum, yum.
Nice crispy edges.
Yeah.
It's everything you want in a cauliflower pizza. So we won't always get the privilege to cook in the actual Coakley kitchen, but
Usually we're cooking in the
the Coakley McNamara Rockroar kitchen.
What is Chandler's last name? McCoakler?
McCoakler.
In the McCoakler kitchen. Yeah. All right.
So,
I'm just gonna
last but not least,
drizzle a little bit of this on. Oh, that was good.
we will plate the pizza.
Yum. Very nice. Yes, that makes like perfect 2 pieces per person. And like, these are like not terribly big pieces. I feel like normal pizza is usually longer slices, but I wouldn't know. I only eat cauliflower pizza. Hey guys, check this out. Bam!
This is the finishing spread.
That's a good dinner.
Yes, so we will go enjoy this off camera, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in this inaugural episode of the Coakley Kitchen.
Yeah, and we will also be releasing a podcast about this meal. And on our podcast, also called The Coakley Kitchen with Mac and Coke. Sorry, Bob is like bugging us. On our podcast, we're going to be talking about the history of the ingredients and like the pizza, like where did pizza come from? Italy. And like different kinds of pizza, like stuff like that. And then we'll also be talking about like the nutritional value of like cauliflower or what's in the salad, like why does it taste good, or like how does the vinaigrette come together, like stuff like that. So we'll just be looking into background stuff, and yeah, so definitely go find that. I'll put a link to that episode in the video description. Sorry about Bob Doodle. So I'll do that and go check it out. It'll be on every major podcast platform, so like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, stuff like that. So definitely go check it out, go follow us, subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and yeah, thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Coke.
And I'm Mac.
And we'll cook you later.
Oh God. This lame. Stop. Stop in the camera before he goes any farther.
And we'll catch you later.